Hello YouTube, hello Twitch. I was so disappointed with my previous showing of Jade Druid. I've come back immediately with Jade Druid Mark II Electric Boogaloo. And what have we boogalooed? We boogalooed a lot of the top end of this deck out. I took out Pog-sarron because honestly it was kind of a meme card in there. And it did well in one game, but that was about it. I took out Cenarion as well. I've come to the conclusion that it was simply too slow. I also made a few other minor tweaks. Jade Blossom I dropped out the deck as well. I don't think we needed as much ramp when we don't have as much endgame anymore as before. The other big change that I made is I came to the conclusion that I didn't want to run Starfall. Therefore I removed Thalmos, and instead I've run the Black Knight. Because we lost 2 games to Cthulhu, and the thing that's really scary other than Cthulhu on 8 is one of the Eye Stalks coming up and blocking my progress. The Eye Stalks are guaranteed to have taunts. The Black Knight, I think, will be a good enough tech card to beat that mirror. Eventually, Cthulhu on like turn 16 doesn't matter, because we'll have giant dudes. Right? That's the game plan. Other card added, I decided that I was wrong before. Brann is good enough for this deck. At the end of the day, the win condition is, rather than the choose one package, it is the Jade Golem package. And most of the Jade Golem enablers have battle cries associated with them, so I should have, gone with Brann. Brann is such a cornerstone of Hearthstone. It's been in so many decks in the past. And yeah, I should have just believed in Brann. So I'm now believing in Brann. And then the final big change I made is I noticed I didn't really have any proactive 1-drops. I didn't really want to play Jade Idol in 1, so we've added a Mistress of Mixtures in there. It got tossed up versus the Enchanted Raven, but because I don't have any Beast Lover cards in here, I went with Mixtures so that hopefully I can live a little bit longer into the game. I've also thrown in 1 more Lotus Agent and 2 Feral Rages. So hopefully I can control the early game a little bit better this time. And even if we don't do better than 2 and 5, I'd like it to perform better at the very least. Because as I said, it wasn't the result, it was the way that we lost the games. We were just not in any of our losses. We weren't even close games. We were just dumpstered. Well, I think this more tempo-y, I know it's a bit of a buzzword, but this is now more tempo-y. We have more 1-drops, we have more 3-drops that I want to play.
I must protect the wild.
Now, we might want to keep the Black Knight in this matchup. I'm not sure about Feral Rage, though. I always have Jade Idol in 1. It's not worth coining the Cenarion Hold. Now it is. The Invigorate changed literally everything. I was actually about to say the only reason I would coin this is if I get a choose 1 2-drop that I desperately want to play. This is good enough. Gives me 1 ramp and draws a card. Now, I did nearly remove this Invigorate from the deck. I don't think if this was standard, this would have any chance of, being ran in the deck. Hello, ramp. But I thought the draw was at such a premium twist that perhaps a card that is 2 mana, draw a card, which is what I think Invigorate will be mainly used as, unless they duplicate it, is good enough. Because I also came to the conclusion that ramp wasn't that important. Now that 6-drop is the highest cost card in my deck. Here I don't know what I'm doing. There is a temptation to button pass. But I think it's this. I don't want to fill my board up too much, but I should be fine with a Behemoth. Brann's not on the board yet. I could have tempoed Black Knight, but I think it's going to be important. Funnily enough as well, I did consider getting rid of Nourish from the deck, but upon thinking for a microsecond, I realized that once, I start putting a lot of these Jade Idols in the deck, I thought it was Cthulhu. Once I put all these Jade Idols in the deck, I need a way to draw them. And this is Black Knight Tech. Goodbye. Snap. Okay, we do have Druid here. I could turn you into a 7/9 with Rush. Then run the 3/6 in. Yeah, that has to be the right play. The next question is, do I shuffle the Jade Idol into the deck? Why is this glowing, by the way? Oh, it's this turn. Okay, I do it. I thought it was the next one, not just this turn. Oh my god, I was undervaluing this card a little bit. I also now have Fandral plus Feral Rage if I need to do 7 mana, do 4 damage, gain 8 armor. I'm a little bit concerned that drawing all the cards. I guess trying to draw Cthulhu. Poison Seeds. Nice. I mean, this has to be a decent play. If I get any more big dudes. We didn't get any more big dudes, which I think means instead I Feral. I thought we just discovered this was for the rest of this turn. Whatever, let's push 4 damage. Am I losing my mind? I might be losing my mind. You're next. Am I losing it? Or do they have 2 different effects? What's happening? Is this lethal? Probably. I need to trade 2 of these in. Then that can trade into there. And then we run 6 to the face. Sam, you were where I was like 10 minutes ago. Or even last episode for the YouTubers. You've got all these next value cards, all these answers to certain plays, where you just need to fucking smack people in the face as Druid, I think. Just keep minions on the board, keep the tempo up. I guess for them, though, it is slightly different. Because they do have this one big impact card in Cthulhu. Alright, more Druids.
I must protect the wild.
I don't think keeping Nourish is right. I'm not sure keeping Wrath is right either, but I think I'm more inclined to keep Wrath, just in case. Alright, they are doing something spicy. I'm pretty happy now I've got Wrath. Now, a real spicy play will be potentially having Brann on 3. Wow. That's not a line I ever considered doing. But yeah, I could Brann on 3 if there is nothing on the board. And just hope that Druid can't deal with Brann. I think that is too big a risk. Alright, I'm gonna feel bad if I lose to Malord. Not because, you know, they're necessarily a bad player, but because they're playing what looks like a very similar deck to the one I just iterated upon. You know what? I'll start tempoing too. Okay, that'd be pretty good next turn. Hold, Invigorate. We'll see what we draw into. I don't know if I'd tempo Brann. I feel like Brann will have more say in this matchup. Hey, Nourish would be a great draw for me as well. Oh, and they ramped with theirs. Okay, noted. Yeah, this says your next choose one effect. I might be losing it.
For the wilds.
I think the next one we get, we play. Because we've now got... We've played 2 of them. There were 2 in the deck. So there's 6 in the deck right now. Alright, that is my Black Knight. That is not my Black Knight. But the 2-3 into the 3-2. Sure. Brann Lotus Agent might be the play. Give me some value. You know what? Big dudes can come later. Volcanic Lumber, you say? I see a world where we play that. And we're on 7. Jade Blossom is not as good now. Tunemaul Shaman is interesting, and I don't have a mech. I guess Jade Blossom. I'd be stunned if Brann lives this turn, but I don't have anything to play with Brann anymore anyway, so... It's almost like Brann is 2-4 with Taunt. It's just too powerful to leave on the board, so I'd be shocked if the 3 doesn't go into the 2-4, and then Hero Power. Or Wrath. Good play, my lord. Without looking at your hand, I kind of agree with what you've done. I don't think this is the play, though. I think you lose too much tempo doing this. I'll draw 3 cards. And I'll take Brewmaster off the board as well. I think as the game gets later and later, I think I'm set up more for success than my opponent right now. It's going to be a real power turn when I remove the 3/6 taunt for a Black Knight. And right now I can Behemoth with it. If they wait a bit longer, we can Druid of the Claw. I'm also tempted to Druid of Claw it as well. Which would leave me a 7... Oh, snap. Snap, they're going to cause me to overdraw. You know what? I don't care.
My hand is too...
Oh, I've lost a Rat Sensei. What a shame. Currently, I'm looking at 6 into Brann. We obviously aren't going to draw Swipe. I mean, did you really need to taunt Brann? Alright, just rip Rat Sensei. The turtles will know no master. Right, let's get rid of this guy. Then, I think the answer is Mixtures plus Hold.
Trust me.
Am I losing my mind? That's the other Cenarion Hold I've got in my deck, the gold one and the non-gold one. I'm sure one of them said that it has your choose one cards. Yeah, this one is this turn. Wait, does the gold one have a different effect than the normal one? Is this a bug? Is this a bug I'm not aware of? That's pay to win! The gold one's better too! Oh, nice. Thanks. Okay. I would definitely like to... Feral to clear that. Do I want the 8 armor with it, though? Actually, I do because of the bug.
What to do?
No, I don't, because I don't have any other choose ones. So I can get better value.
For the wilds.
And I think I'm going to be... I can't attack, whatever. I was going to say I'm going to be mana efficient. And rather than play IR, which I think was better for that turn, I'll spend my mana better, but I didn't get to attack, so basically I spent 2 mana for 1 armor. Which, upon, like, reflection, wasn't the better play.
The feast of souls begins.
Alright, that's Malkazar, they input it into their deck. You get a pass, my lord. Okay, is that the second time they've done this? No, they played their first one, so that is... They've only got 3 in the deck. Listen, this is helping me, honestly. Alright, you're playing Mildred. Alright, you're going to now despair.
None shall.
My lords, remember you did this. Alright, that looks like a pretty bad board for Drew to go up against. My lord, Your deck only contains pathetic cards. This is not your grandfather's deck. Alright, that's a pretty good one. A 0 mana 8/8. I take it back. Alright, that's a pretty good turn. Okay, 4/3. Or there's probably going to be a swipe coming in. Swipe leaves these down to 1. 4/3. 4 with a swipe, then a 3. Leaves you at 6. Leaves you at an 8.
What to do?
Oh my god, the math is so hard to do it right now. I believe this is gonna always be a play that I make. So let me see what it's got in here. That's not that good. I might take Ogre Ninja for stats. And we don't have time to wait anymore.
I'm invincible. I'll wait for no one.
Whoops. I guess the 7/7 here. No, this is probably better. I didn't send that face. We could have probably made the trades better there. I waited a little bit too long. Percolating on the exchanges. It's not a bad board state to be in, though.
I must safeguard the land.
Alright. Sure. Silenced it, well done. You can make pretty suitable trades now. Nope, you're just going to run it face. I refuse to believe you have lethal. I lost both my rat sensei, so I haven't got my taunt anymore. There's only one more card in my deck that has taunt.
I must safeguard the land.
And that ain't it. Okay. So we're probably going to have to push the button here. I misplayed that immediately. No, I didn't. Why didn't I get draw a card? Why did I not get the overflow of mana crystals? Well, that's cost me. We now need to do this, this, this. I have to push the button, otherwise I lose. We're gonna have to play Mistress. And then I don't want to duplicate this. I need to hope they don't have 1 additional damage. That is my win con here. That's still lethal for me, unless you trade the 7/1. It's also pretty good for me because the Mistress now is not very favourable for the opponent. Wow. Okay, that I was expecting. That is 7/7. Okay. I think we've done it. I just need to trade minions right now. And not leave things in swipe range. And then whenever I can, push the button. It was a close one. We were one off lethal. They could still have Leroy. Actually, Leroy's not even lethal anymore. They mean Leroy plus something. But if they had Leroy, they would have played it already. And if they had the something to buff it, I think they would have played it already. Alright. Malkazar and Honor.
Well played.
Does that live you 21, 13? No, it doesn't. Epic game, honestly. Very good game. My lord, I doff my cap to you. I enjoyed that. We had very slightly differing ideas. You were probably a bit greedier than I were with your deck construction. And it nearly paid off.
Malfuria versus Valera.
Watch your back.
I must protect the wild.
Okay, let's do some wild protecting. Do I want Invigorate or Nourish in my opening hand? I still don't know how I feel about Nourish, keeping it versus not keeping it. I might just try this hand. We're gonna have to coin.
The pleasure is mine.
Coin Rat Sensei is an interesting shout.
My greetings.
Who goes there?
So it's 2 attack while I have weapon equipped.
Side effects? No.
Feel free to run that into my Mistress. If we get the location, I think Nourish is... Okay, you didn't trade into my minion. Which makes sense, by the way. Actually, now that I think about it, it doesn't really matter. If you had a better 2, you probably should have done it. I just neutralized everything. But yeah, if I had the location, I think this would have been better to have Nourish on 5. Without it, it's a little bit sketchy. That being said, with 2 Nourishes now, I could draw with one of them, hopefully draw into the location. And then from the location, we may be able to play the other Nourish on 6 and then ramp to 8. That would be pretty good. Alright, you're not saving the weapon charge? Kind of implies you're going to trade. I'd toy with coin hero power, but I think it's wrong. I think this is the right play. I float a mana, but if they weapon and clear this, there's still the 1 attack. Okay, they had fan. Still a 2-1 went into a 3-3. Or not. Can I punish for this? I sort of can. I should swipe their face, I think. Trade into this. I'll leave a 1-1 up.
What to do?
Alternatively, I run the 2... No. I like this line. It's way more aggressive. I don't really want to trade the 2-1 into the 1-1 anyway. 3, 5, 8. I think I'm okay. Oh. Well, something's going back to the deck. I think they only see one copy of the Nourish. Alright, the coin. See you later!
Incredible.
I really want to know what that went up against for them to say, coin, you're too good here. They might trade it. Well, they're almost certainly going to trade the one attack into the 1/1. It's fine though. It protects my face for 1 at the very least. And next turn we can do some ramping. Maybe. Yeah, we definitely will be able to. The Nourishes. They can't put both Nourishes back into the deck. Alright, they didn't even do one of them. Also, they decided not to trade with their face. Raven. They respect the 1 health on their face more than the 1 health on the minion. That is a classical rogue player, because rogue, they don't have access to a lot of healing options. Alright, time to ramp.
Incredible.
Balance in all things.
Okay, the Scarab Lord is 1000% the right play, and it's what I'm going to pick. I love the text though on Totally Totem, summon all 5 basic totems. This card though is busted. It's actually what's stopping me right now running a rogue deck in Twist. I don't have this card or the dust to craft it. But the Gong, by the way, summons a board full of 1/1 Scarabs, which are like taunt minions. Whenever you hit the Gong. So in theory, if you do 1 damage to the Gong, you can get this effect to go off 2 times.
Fools, I'm not just a scoundrel.
Hey, look, we're about to see it in action. It's a good thing I still have that swipe, right? Oh, they don't have taunt. I thought they did. Whatever. It's actually countering my Scarab Lord. I can't play it now. Agent, find me an answer, please. That's not the answer I was looking for, but that is. Whatever I do, you're going to hit this, probably. I can make it slightly awkward by playing a taunt.
Incredible.
Yeah. They're just going to hit it with the button anyway. But at least it stops them from hitting it with their face. Right? Like, you can make the 3/1 go into a 0/1. Alright, never mind. Well, we'll get a 3/1 to trade into a 4/3. We'll get a 3/1 to trade into a 3/1. And Snap, I can do the same to them now.
Unleash the beast.
Ramping is pointless. Ish. 4 attack here is not... And plus the armor is not irrelevant. I can trade this off. Then I can Gong, fill my board. The question is here, am I pushing the button with this? Answer, I'm not.
For the wilds.
Fools, I'm not just a scarab lord.
Alright, well done. You got 2 gongs. I'm only going to get 1 gong.
for no one.
Swipe is the perfect answer to this, but they might just trade the board up. Like, if I were Night Raven, I'd definitely... Okay, Phantom's Knives, never mind. I was going to say I would take the 3-3 off so he can't trade into the 4-3. So we're probably swiping the 4-3. I could swipe the 4-5 and hero power into it, but... a little bit spicy. Also, I can't do it now because I'll be playing that Jade. Yeah. I was going to say that's the first Jade, isn't it, that's come up. I'm so close to stabilizing. I know he's looked bad like the entire game. I mean, I'm only 8 health off the rogue, but... I doubt they want to be in the very late game. Although Cthulhu is in there somewhere, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we are in a bit of a race. Okay. I'm content with that trade. I'm not happy with that, though. That I'm very unhappy with. Okay. Well... that's going to be sad times, I think.
Incredible.
I'd really like this to be on the board, but I feel like I need to play Fandral. Because if they don't have lethal, this is effectively a minion with taunt.
Incredible.
But I've got the funny feeling they have lethal. Help me. It's a 6 damage backstab, 0 mana 6 damage, pretty good. Well, I'm alive. I've got that going for me.
Well played.
Where shall I strike?
Incredible.
I have to push the button. Because they're gesticulating that they have lethal.
Incredible. Side effects.
I feel like they still have it, though. Oh, if they've got Eviscerate, then it's definitely lethal.
Balance in all things.
What saves me here? What is the magical, mystical card that can save me right now? Oh, it doesn't matter. I think they have lethal. Oh, they have Jade Shuriken. Alright, well done, Night Raven. You got Velen from Swashbuckler. Enjoy burning all your looking twist. Oh. Just out of interest, what my other weeklies? Cast Fire and Shadow spells. Well, good luck with Druid. God. Twist should count. Well, I guess he shouldn't count with one of these. I'm not going to do one of these recently, so we'll do that. Alright. Just YouTube for a second and Twitch. I just need to pause for a second to give my cats the nighttime treat, so give me a moment. Apologies, YouTube. Alright, we're back. Alright, this will be a tough matchup as well, I suspect.
I must protect the wild.
I think I'm happy to say as well Invigorate is another card I don't want in my opening hand. Still okay. Not my favourite opening, I'll say. I think it's another matchup that's kind of awkward for me because I don't have great single target removal after saying, you know, we don't have single target removal. I almost put naturalizing this, like, Mark II version, but I don't know. I feel like you just accept that if they got, like, a tiny dude of evil, which might be what's been coined out right now. The Knight of Evil, sorry. Tiny Knight of Evil. You're just going to potentially lose. In fact, I think I'm just going to Wrath this for 3. I'm not even going to mess around with that. That burnt the coin. I assume the cards in their hand are discard cards. Hence why they played it and were so keen to coin it out early. If they've got the location, they might still play it, because that location is kind of insane. Alright, Dark Peddler, sure. I don't have a good 3. Turns out that will be my 3, I think. And I don't think I'm going to ramp, I think I'm going to draw. Okay. Brann's probably not going to be worth saving for Jade. It's looking like the go-to 4-drop right now. 4 mana, 4/4, I suppose.
You are not the boss of me.
Would like to kill the Imp as well. Okay, that slightly changes things, but I wouldn't say for the better. And in fact, I'm going to ping you one time. Next turn, I'm probably going to Nourish with my location, which will ramp me to draw 3 cards. I'd like to kill the Imp off so that before it gets insane value. But it's going to be hard with the 2 mana remaining to do that. We could Wrath it, but I'm kind of not inclined to Wrath it anymore. I could button it down one more time. I think if I drew Swipe from the Nourish, I would Hero Power it one more time so that it's in swipe range. I think I'm also slightly screwing them up by not having minions. Wow, that's so lucky for me that they discarded Doomguard. So that's why they were reluctant to do that. Okay, we didn't get Swipe. Let me just remove this, because I don't trust it. Alright, cool. Lower Theb. It's going to turn out as well that I think... actually, it's going to be Brann Jade. Yeah, Brann Jade. Slow him down! Again, if they don't have lethal, they're going to have to focus Brann down. They're going to have to send some resources for Brann. It's just too dangerous to leave up. You're so lucky. They got close to perfect. Well, actually, they hit the 1-1. But hitting Brann there was like the key. What did they discard as well? A bunch of junk. Right, any good duplicators here? Feral Rage to give me 8 armor plus 4 damage. Might be good enough. And I'm saying might be, I think it is good enough. Then, are there any big taunts in that deck? I don't think there are. This might be the best thing I can do. Black Knight it. Feral plus 2. I'd probably want a mixture. Because then I could hit... Yeah, actually, I kind of like this. I'm going to take Lotheb off, and instead, I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to Mistress. I think it's more important than drawing a card. It's more important than ramping one. I'm going to be on 10 next turn anyway.
Ring, ring.
Alright, it's fine. Ah, here's the location. Have you got Fist in your hand right now? They could miss if they've got one Fist. They're not insta-picking, so... I'm going to say that they've missed Fist. Silverware is a pretty good number 2. Alright, here we go. Here we go. It's time to accelerate. I could taunt here. Maybe taunt is better. I immediately was going to rush, but... Trade, taunt. I could hold it as well, which I didn't even consider, to get a 7-9 rush taunt. And then hero power. You know what? I don't hate that.
Where shall I strike?
And I've somehow got this glowing again. How have I got it as this turn again? What's happening? Alright, I'm going to play this then. Thank you. And why is this not giving me an extra mana crystal? I don't understand. I feel like it's bugged. Right, it's changed again. I don't know. Oh, come on! It's a 1 in 4 and they got the 1 in 4. Are you kidding me? It's still not the end of the world, but it's a little bit annoying.
One shot, one.
Alright, time to... Well, that's the second Doomguard gone now. They did discard one, though, so it's going to come back with Chagall, assuming they have it. 7, 8. I think I can start pushing some damage here. Their turn wasn't that strong. It was strong, but not giga strong. Look, I've given you a nice trade, the 2-3 and the 1-1 into the 6-3. Retrobites, I would strongly recommend taking that. Definitely don't just run it all into my face. That being said, I do have an answer if you just run it all into the face, where you just basically play your hand. What other discard have they got? Oh, Fist. Oh, they hit the second best target. Out of 5. That was an interesting trade. Okay. I think that was right for them. Do I care enough about Imp? I think I do. They've only got one card in hand. Then I think we want to play a threat. And my heal. We still have 2 idols in my deck. We've not seen one yet. I still got the... You'll choose one effects, have both effects applied minion. I still have a draw 3. So we have some decent fuel left. Their deck has Chagall. Probably. They might not do. My version of this discard Warlock doesn't have it, only because I don't have the card, so... And it was still pretty potent without it. So maybe Retrobites doesn't have the card. By the way, nice card back. Your little bento box card back. They've like had the craziest RNG. It's starting to like get on my nerves a little bit. Do I want to mulch any of these cards? Not really. I think we'll take a Stormcrack here. We'll remove the 5/4. And the 2-3. It's just top deck wars now. If they do have Chagall as one of their last 2 cards, then I have to be careful they have 5 damage to the face. Holy shit, they pushed the button? Oh. They don't have Chagall in the deck. That is pretty brutal against my opponent. In fact, I think that basically just guarantees I win. You have no other way to gain cards, but you know what? Despair. Let me just ruin your day.
played.
Whatever they do here, like, they have to just trade, right? We run this in, we get 2 more 1/1s. They only have a golem on the field. And we just kill them with the 7/3. Retrobites, there is no world where you win this anymore. There we go. They've done the maths as well. I have 1 minion left, and it's going to get killed next turn. Well, they have 2 minions, but they're both going to get killed next turn, potentially. And then I have no more cards left, and I can't beat my opponent when I have 0 cards and they have 14. Alright, time to get our revenge on Rogue. We don't want Idol. I might want the swipe, though, just in case Gong Dude is there. And if Gong Dude is there, well, actually, I was going to say we might want to Wrath our own Gong. No, there is a world where I Wrath my own Gong. If they've got a full board, I mean, this will take me till turn 6, but I could Wrath my Gong and then swipe their board. Okay. There's a chance next turn I double the Invigorate. I'm probably not going to, though. I think it's too low on the old tempo. There's also a shout that if I keep the coin till 5, Coin Druid with Taunt is pretty good against the Gong minion. Good turn. Coin Nourish, though, next time will be the winner's choice. Alright, so I'm probably going to play this instead. And Alakir, the Windlord. Very close to what I think my title of a Hearthstone card would be. All for the wrong reasons. I think you're good enough. Wow. They've basically done nothing this game. Definitely don't play Rat here. Man, I'm tempted to ramp again. It would take me to 8, which would mean I could play Alakir next turn. No, it can't be right. I think drawing a card is better. Yeah. I don't need to ramp anymore. The heaviest card in my deck naturally is 6, so I can play everything in my deck. And I doubt they're going to play anything next turn that I would have wanted to allocate that I can't deal with Swipe, Wrath. Or even just Druid. Okay. Probably would like to kill you, actually. It would have been pretty nice to have Alakir now. I guess we'll do you as Rush. Yeah, I'll do you with Rush. I'll protect my face. There was a route to success there with Wrath plus minion plus hero power, but I didn't want to take 4 extra damage. Yeah, Fan of Knives, good. Good play, Thranj, I respect that. Thalnos into Knives, classic. Plus it's, you know, draw 2 cards across that. Very nice. Have you ever heard about Brann plus Jade Behemoth, though? Yeah, I think Brann plus Jade.
Give me a quest.
Okay, is this the gimmick?
Give me a quest.
You're gonna play a ton of cards, is your gimmick. Ah, okay. Okay. How do I punish my opponent for leaving Brann up? 6-11. There is a chance that they lethal me here. So I might have to rat Sensei and respect them.
I wonder.
Alternatively, we can just Alakir. Alakir... Okay, the problem with doing a bunch of turtles is that they're 1 health minions, so we'd lose to a Fan of Knives. Alakir is pretty... It's pretty average. The only thing I hate about this is that they can just trade the wand super easily. But unless they stealth their minions again, we're probably safe. They can hit face though, trade one with Questing Adventurer.
The spirits be rested.
Actually, it doesn't matter that much. Okay. I take it back, that mattered a decent amount. Okay, so... How do I get out of this one? I can do 8 to one of them with Swipe plus Wrath. It would draw me a card. It would leave you on 6, which I could kill with the rest of my board. But that doesn't save me. But I could button on top of that. I guess Rat would be the play then. Okay. That was another shout, but no, he would have still killed me. So I want to rat first. 3. I get 1 more rat if I do this. I also can't count. I should have killed the 6. I've lost because of not being able to count.
A natural mistake.
You know what? I'm not letting you have the ignominy of beating me. I still lose, though. Almost certainly. It was just delaying the inevitable. I needed them to have not 1 damage or a bounce card or, you know, something like that. I'd be stunned if they didn't have, like, Fan. Pretty awkward to go out the way I did, though. I sometimes wish this game had a timeout for a turn. It would get abused, so in a way I'm glad they don't have it, but I could have just done with like an extra like 30 seconds at the end, just working that out.
Malfurion versus Lunara.
I must protect the wild.
But man, Rogue is tough in Twist. I will say we got pretty unlucky that they drew 2 questing adventurers at the same time and stealthed them. I'll keep the Behemoth. We also had a Lotus in hand. I think actually the better play would have been to play Lotus and just hope that it discovered a miracle for us from Shaman or Rogue. Like a Naturalize instead, so I could have kept some minions up. Hell, even, what was it called? Poison Seeds? That probably would have been better. In fact, I might want to consider putting Poison Seeds in this deck. It's kind of anti-synergistic, which is why I don't want to do it, but at the same time, I just can't deal with big boards. Well, my answer to deal with big boards is my own big board.
Balance in all things.
Undercity Huckster. I don't think I want Ancestress Call. Wrath is in my deck, so arguably it has to be the better card. So we'll take Wrath. There's a decent chance we're going to play Wrath next turn anyway. Well, actually no there isn't. I take it back immediately. There's not that decent a chance. Okay, it's Cthulhu plus what? But why? It's Cthulhu plus Jade Golems. We should beat them because this is not a good deck. Before we lose to them. Thank you, I'll take the trade. I guess as long as they... Maybe they don't have their idols in the deck. Maybe that's how they're doing it. Because it's really only the idols that mess this deck up. Snap, I'll play my own. I don't think I run the 3 in here. Yeah, I don't. Because next turn I would probably Wrath and use the 3/6 instead and trade the 3 into the 2/2, if I can. Alternatively, I'll Druid the Claw. Alright, impressive. I thought you were called Jimmy Soup, but Jimmy the Stup. Hello, Dre Storm. Can you make your own twist decks? Yes, I've made my own twist deck right now. Alright, this is the punish.
Do you hear its call?
My opponent as well, Jimmy Stup, has made their own deck as well. They've got both the Cthulhu and some of the Jade Golem package. Okay, they are running Jade Idol, which is not the way I would have built that deck. Sadly, I didn't draw my Black Knight, my tech card, to deal with big taunt minion. So I'll have to use my other tech to do it, which is just run at it with a big minion.
Where shall I strike?
I think you can keep your Cthulhu growing rather than me making a terrible trade. You trade with me, okay, buddy? That's fine. You can take the 2-2.
Listen closely.
Wrath could do 3. I could also Feral, which would let me push 7. But it's not that exciting. I think using the 7-2 to deal with the 3-6 is not that bad. It's 9 stats for 9 stats. Okay. I think that I can live with. It gives them not a great trade into the 6-3. I mean, yeah, it's pretty bad the 5-5 into the 6-3. Oh, no, it didn't do it. Doomcaller. The Sensei of Rats. Okay. I could Feral, button, clears the 9, leaves a 5-2, which I would then not be able to do anything with. Alternate line, Behemoth that the 5-2 can't go into easily, but it would do with the button. That would leave me 4, which actually I could Feral and hit the 5-2. Okay, I like that line better. It does float a mana though. Come on, give me Black Knight. Black Knight. Well, it's actually not quite lethal. Black Knight for... Actually, no, it is lethal if I draw the Black Knight. Mulch would do it as well. Is Starfall good enough? 5? No, it isn't. It's actually kind of annoying. 4, 6. Maybe I should have taken 1 to all, because then I could have done button 1 to all Feral Rage. Yeah, I think I misplayed this.
Time waits for no one.
It's still not a bad line, this, but...
The ancient one.
Can you please stop drawing taunt minions? 5-2. I will say I've had some of like the worst draws imaginable. 2 to all. 5-2. I've got lethal. Man, that was just so iffy at the end. We clawed over the line though, I'll take it. Alright, Jade Druid Mark 2, considerably better than Jade Druid Mark 1. I'd love to reverse the result of the last iteration. Yeah, if he drew Cthulhu, we would have lost, but... As I said with that deck, Dre, that they've... Actually, they didn't shuffle any idols into the deck, but if they shuffle idols into the deck, it makes it less likely for them to draw Cthulhu.
Protect the wild.
So I think they were playing a less optimal version. But I think Cthulhu at 8 is pretty true for most matchups. If you draw Cthulhu and it's got, I don't know, like 12/12 of stats at the very least, you're going to lose. There are very few decks that can just deal with Cthulhu like that. Coin a location, because I can Invigorate, give me a draw and a ramp. At the same time as well in that last game, if I drew the Black Knight on like 3 of those last turns, I also would have won. So we were both fishing for 1 card, and I was drawing more than they were, so... yeah. Ramp me, baby. Okay, ramped me to another Cenarion Hold to draw.
Mind if I roll need?
Ooh. Loot order. Yeah, I still think we play Jade Spirit. If they button trade with the 2/1, congratulations. I was going to say, if you've got Raft, you should definitely Raft the 3/3 and trade with your face into the 1/1, so you don't take 3 damage. Derive has derived at the right conclusion, maybe. Although I'm not sure that was the right decision. Well, maybe. Since they've drawn so many cards, I think this might be Cthulhu Druid. So, if it is, they're probably racing to 8. Which means I should be the aggro deck. Alright, you have both Jades in there and Cthulhu cards. Actually, I don't know you have Cthulhu cards. Fandral Idol is not great. There's a slight temptation to generate the 4. Actually, I could generate the 7/9 Rush Taunt. That's pretty despairing. I don't think I'm going to get punished for leaving 2 1/1s up. If we draw into Swipe, then it's fine them having 1/1s. I guess if they have Starfall in their deck, who would put Starfall in your Jade Druid deck? They could deal with the 7/7 then with the 1/1s, but I'll live in the world that they don't have it. Oh wow. Drawing 1 card. I respect it, this is greed. Pure, unadulterated greed. Okay, what's in the box? Shaku is pretty good value. Totally Totems does give me spell damage. And Healing Touch will heal me, but I'm so far ahead I think Healing Touch will be a poor card. Shaku, though, is pretty good value. Yeah, I'll take Shaku here. And if you have the Cthulhu Ice Stalk and you've not played any Cthulhu cards up till now, you deserve to win. Right, this time I am going to trade the 3/3 off. Just in case of Swipe. So they can't make the maths work very nice on the 7/7. Even double swipe's not great here. It's not bad.
Let the pain speak to me.
I think that's lethal. 4, 2. I need 2 more damage. No, I need 1 more damage. I'm missing lethal by 1. Okay. Fish. That is now lethal. 4, 2, 7, 3. Yeah.
Well played. For the wilds.
Alright, I'm not as bad at Hearthstone as I thought I was. Mark 1 went 2 and 5, Mark 2 went 5 and 2. Definitely play this iteration of the deck. It is way better. Anyway, for YouTube, if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like and subscribe? Everyone helps me out, and I'll see you on the next part. Goodbye.